What up, nomads? Today I'm sharing my top things to pack for a long-haul flight. I'm talking those must-have items that will turn a painful 10-hour flight in economy into what feels like a 2-hour flight in first class. Let's go! Welcome back to the Capsule Suitcase. I'm Andrea and I love to share my packing and travel tips to make your trips easier and more comfortable. Speaking about comfort, how about those 8+ hour flights, huh? You know, the ones where you might feel trapped, squished, antsy, and miserable. In my experience, a bit of preparation can ease the trip, and I've compiled a list of things I bring with me in my personal carry-on that really help ease the journey. Let me know in the comments below what your longest flight ever has been. All right, my first item that I want to talk about is your personal item bag. Now, there are so many ways you can go with this. A backpack, a duffel, a large tote purse. There's no right or wrong option since it really depends on your personal preference and travel style. But I have two universal recommendations. Make sure it's roomy and make sure it's easy to get things in and out of it. I find there are two types of travelers. The ones who keep their personal item at their feet and the ones who maximize legroom by putting their stuff in the overhead bin. If you're in the window seat, don't expect the people in your row to be super happy with you getting up and out every time you want to get something out of your bag in the overhead compartment. If you're in the aisle seat, that's a little bit more permissible, but still generally disruptive to the people around you and to the cabin crew trying to get up and down the aisles. So with that in mind, choose wisely what kind of traveler you want to be and where you want to store your bag when you're on your long-haul flight. The reason I recommend something that has large openings, extra pockets, and makes it easy to get things in and out is that planes are dark, and hunching over to find your phone charger at the bottom of your bag is annoying. And if the person in front of you has their seat reclined, which most often happens on these long flights, you have even less freedom to rummage through your bag and access your stuff without bringing your bag onto your lap. Personally, on short flights, I bring a tote bag or a backpack that has enough room for my laptop, and on longer flights, I typically have a backpack or my away everywhere bag. I like it because it's not too tall, so I can still push it under the seat or to one side, so there's some room for my feet. Comfy clothes for a long flight are a must, and I also like shoes that you can slip on and off. If you feel like a slob wearing pajamas to the airport, bring a pair of sweats or leggings to change into once you're on the plane. Whether you're wearing loose, comfy trousers or straight up PJs, it's important to not have anything too tight around your stomach. Plane bloat is a thing and I'd rather not suffer. Shoes are another part of the equation. On a long flight, I am that person who takes off their shoes. I'm sorry, I do. I keep my socks on though, because otherwise, ew. But I like to use my bag as a footrest to elevate my feet, and if I'm really trying to get relaxed and comfy on a long flight, I have to take my shoes off. I do need my shoes to be super easy to get on and off though, because of course I'm not the person who walks to the bathroom in their socks. I do put my shoes back on before visiting the restroom. On the topic of clothing, definitely wear or pack something to stay warm. I find airplanes quite cold and I don't love the airplane fleece blankets that they give you, so I like bringing my own large scarf or wrap or a cozy hoodie that I can just kind of disappear into. Compression socks are so underrated. They really aren't just for the elderly or people with circulation problems. Now, you may not immediately feel the difference or even at all, but trust me, there's a reason doctors recommend them. If you Google deep vein thrombosis, you'll be convinced like I was. I'll leave a few links below for some merino wool ones that I love. I do try to sleep on long flights. I'm not always successful, but I find some rest is better than none. I have no problems hauling around a bulky travel pillow because for me, the inflatable ones just don't cut it. My two favorite models are the Infinity Pillow and the Cabot Pillow. I also bring a sleeping mask to help me fall asleep. It's so easy to get dehydrated on flights, so I pack a water bottle that I can refill at the airport or purchase a few bottles once I'm past security. I've also started packing eye drops because I recently have started getting itchy eyes on longer flights. Don't rely on your airline's in-seat entertainment. Sometimes you might get a seat with a dud of a TV, or you may hate all the movies. Load up your tablet or e-reader with movies, games, books, whatever you're into. I love having some audiobooks and podcasts to listen to so I can be entertained while I rest my eyes. To be able to enjoy that entertainment, make sure you bring some noise-canceling headphones. Planes are noisy, so I would recommend investing in something that can really cut out that constant hum, and maybe pack some earbuds as well if you want something that you can fall asleep with. You can also pack your choice of sleep aid. If you can't naturally fall asleep, maybe pack some melatonin, some valerian root, or straight up ZzzQuil. I used to take Benadryl to fall asleep on planes until I read a scientific paper that said that it was actually bad for you. So I'm not a doctor. Please ask yours about what's safe to take. I like to pack easy to eat bars and high protein snacks on the plane for in between those meals. I also bring some powder mixes for drinks, both hot and cold. I don't always ask, but if offered tea or coffee, and if the flight attendant looks like they're in a good mood, I'll ask for some hot water to mix in my own coffee packets, tea, or matcha mix. I find what I bring usually is a lot better than what's served on the plane. Pre-pandemic, this section would probably have only included sanitizing hand wipes, but now there's a lot more to it. With COVID in mind, here are my 2 cents. I don't recommend a long-haul flight if you haven't been vaccinated. If you still want to travel unvaccinated or want to take extra precautions because of different variants, I would recommend packing a few masks and even considering a UV sanitizing wand. For more COVID and flying tips, I'll leave a link to my video about that above. The last, but maybe the most important thing to pack for a long-haul flight is your toiletries. Toothbrush, face wipes or cleanser, your contact solution, glasses, all that good stuff. And I save my Sephora samples of creams and serums for this very purpose. And that's it. Those are my favorite things to pack for a long-haul flight. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Happy travels! Thanks for watching this video until the end. For more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the Capsule Suitcase and turn on notifications so you get all the fresh content as soon as it comes out. Thanks for supporting this channel. Happy travels!